Welcome to Twist the Throttle. Ambo here, coming at you with a quick bonus episode. Just a little something to keep your engines running while we gear up for the next full ride. This one's short and sweet, but stick around. We've got a little detour to take. Whether you're on the road or at work or just kicking back, I promise it'll be worth the pit stop. All right, enough idling. Let's twist that throttle and dive in. Well, welcome back to Twisted Throttle. Another week's passed. Jeff, how you going? How you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling pretty good, brother. I'm happy to be back in the studio with you.
Yeah,
I've been having a bit of fun doing this, so it's got a bit of good feedback from a few people as well. So
It has been good. Yeah. Been a long week at work. You struggle through it, and I've got a bit of a horse throat at the moment.
yeah, well, it was me for the last couple of weeks. So
You gave it to me.
I probably did. So one of the feedbacks that I've been given from the episode, we've talked a little bit about our club.
Little bits and bobs from
little bits and bobs have been mentioned about our club. We weren't going to go into the weeds too much about.
We didn't really want to make it.
Yeah, it's not a club podcast, but people have asked. In 2019, I had an idea sitting in a pub with a mate of mine to start a bike club. We started the Rustnuts. There was 5 of us with big red beards.
So I was one of the 5.
You were one of the original 5 that came in, yeah. And my cousin up in Ballarat, who's no longer with the club, but he's still a supporter. Another mate who's moved up to
Foggy.
Foggy's up in Queensland.
Yeah. He might be able to do a ring-in one day.
Yeah, I'm going to get him definitely going to do that. We started the club with a vision of giving back, starting a mental health.
It was a hoodie club.
Yeah.
Hoodie club.
Yeah, it was a hoodie club. Yeah, buy how do I become a member?
How do I buy a hoodie?
It's obviously grown over the last few years. We've got a decent number of members now. We're going to be bringing quite a few of them in for interviews for this as well along the way. We incorporated
12 months ago.
12 months ago.
Just
bit over 12 months ago. So we're a proper entity now. We've got all the bells and whistles.
Right, road rules. And,
we've got a set of
Bible to follow.
Yeah, we've got the Constitution we have to follow.
Constitution. There you go. That's the word.
There are actual rules, and there are things we have to do for tax purposes and all that sort of stuff now as well, which takes a little bit of the fun out of it. But the only thing we've got to do now is ride more, get out on the bikes. My first conversation with you about the club was, do you want to join my bike club?
And my answer was, yeah, as long as I'm the sergeant of arms.
Yeah. At the time, you thought I was joking about it.
I really did.
Yeah. I was fully invested from the start. You know how I do these things.
Yeah, that's it. And we had the first ride down to Geelong, and that was great.
Good day. There's probably, 10 of us, I think.
There was a few.
I remember a few people were on there with just mates of mine from around the place.
It was a good night.
Then we had a big ride down to Lawn, jumped on with the Raw crew.
Yeah, no, I think I can't quite remember. My memory's not that very good, Jeff.
No, mine either.
Yeah, so we were mucking about with the Raw crew for a while there.
Yeah, not a bad bunch, just weren't into the type of riding we were into.
And we had the M&W crew that we would do the Melbourne bike nights with.
Yeah.
The ice cream runs to Williamtown, which was good. I quite enjoyed the camaraderie down there.
M&W was a great crew. A guy coming in next week for an interview who's tied in with that club. We'll probably discuss a little bit about M&W next week. The vision for the club, I want to give back. Yeah, like my main vision for the club was, I've made the joke, the mental health club.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bike problem instead of the other way around. Just being there for everyone. I think the guys that are in the club are all on the same page. There's not a single person in our club that you can't call at any time of the day.
We all have our own little things. We're all in a different industry. You're in the training industry. I'm in the trucking and transportation industry. And we're builders.
We've got builders and chippies and stonemasons and office people and
a good mix.
Boys, girls. We've got all sorts of we've got a really good mix of personalities.
Yep.
It's really hard to get 30 people into a room and have everybody agree, and we've done pretty well at that.
I think we have done pretty well.
Yeah.
And you get all their families involved as well, which has been really good.
Always a massive buzz for me, seeing all the kids running around in Rustnuts gear.
We haven't really had any issues with any other clubs other than the backpack.
Yeah, the backpatch
it's a big thing for me.
Wasn't an issue as such. It was brought up that, what are you trying to be?
Yeah, trying to draw attention. Yeah. It definitely wasn't for those reasons. It was more so that when we're out on the road, we can be seen.
Well, that's it. With a lot of our charity work that we do, there are a lot of us on a ride.
And I can understand their reasoning behind it. They worked hard for what they've got.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I understand that world. I don't want to be a part of it. Managed to stay under the radar for most of it. And I don't think we've made any enemies in that world.
No, I don't think so either.
We've been invited out to a few different events and haven't made it out to many of them, just mainly due to timing and sicknesses, and been a pretty crazy year
It has been pretty busy. We've got all the positions in the club. So obviously I'm the Sergeant of Arms, you're the Prez. We've got a Treasurer.
VP, Treasurer, Secretary.
Yep.
We've got officers who help out with road days.
Yep.
Road captain, obviously.
So we kind of run it like
We run it like the old school
club.
We've drawn a lot of inspiration from their hierarchy and their structure. We don't have the club above anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have family first.
And we don't have rights to bikes or anything like that.
No, we'll work it into that. Try and steer clear of upsetting people as much as we can, but I'm ever the diplomat.
And we haven't had any issues. I don't think we will. I can't foresee us having any problems.
No. We have a good relationship with the vets. We've been out there a couple of times. You've harvested a pretty good relationship with that.
Nice bunch of blokes.
Yeah, had a good message come through on our group chat today. Was one of the guys riding down the highway, got someone throwing down his window.
Hey, Rusties.
Like, that was always fun. We've had a couple of blokes get their fuel paid for at the petrol stations. Like, we're getting a name out there as one of the good guys. Like,
we are out there as good people.
I've reached out to quite a few of the local clubs in the last couple of weeks. We're going to get quite a few of the boys and girls in for interviews.
Yeah, that's good.
Not just our club. I've approached a few. Haven't had any negative yet. Everyone seems to be on board with what we're doing. Understands our goals. Got a guest coming up in the new year, heavily involved in mental health. He's going to be a good guest for us to pick his brain a little bit. He wants to help us. We're going to help him. So, get each other out there a bit more.
Drag you guys along for the ride. We try and get our kids involved, and they all hang out with one another.
Yeah, we call them the Rusty Cousins. All the kids run around together. Been a couple of little clashes with the kids, but that's always going to happen with big high energy people that we have around.
It's good being able to celebrate Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to our Secret Santa.
Yeah, it was fun last year.
Yeah, it was a good funny one. We did the Bad Santa, where you get to pick the worst gift. Everyone buys what they want to.
I was pretty happy with mine. I don't know why I got lube, but anyway. I live the single man's life. I like it.
Happily married here. We are going to get your boy on for an episode.
It might not be a full episode. Might try and get the other part of it as well. Daisy, when she comes down as well. See if she's interested in having her say as well. I wouldn't put them both together. It'd just be a
episode
explicit warning.
Episode of sibling rivalry is always fun.
But yeah, no, it'd probably be interesting. Maybe do Ezzy and then maybe Daisy. The next time we'll put them both together.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
We'll try and work out some gentle questions. They've been with me for 5-6 years. Be interesting to see how they feel about life and how their image of the world is from the kids' perspective of parents separating and dealing with that sort of thing. And like looking at the world through their eyes, we can look at the world and go, oh, it's fucking shit. But from their perspective, it might be amazing. And I'm looking forward to
actually picking their brain a little bit. Finding out how they work.
We spend a lot of time online. Yeah, dynamic. Like I would go around and knock on my friend's door and say, come on, mate, let's go. And go down the beach. They don't do that anymore.
My mates had the joke that if they rocked up to my place and the lawnmower was out, there was no point hanging around because
you're busy.
That's what I was doing for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a bit about the Rustnuts, and we look forward to catching you all on rides, and don't feel embarrassed to come up and say g'day to us. We're all pretty approachable.
Yeah, if you see us out there, we're usually the ones shaking hands and kissing babies, or shaking babies and kissing hands, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's we're growing to bigger and better things, and there's a lot ahead of us in the future, mate.
Perfect,
I'm glad I'm part of the journey with you, mate.
Yeah, definitely on the right track. Thanks for your time this week, mate.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot.
So, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for riding with us today on Twist the Throttle. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Remember, no matter how tough the road gets, you're never riding alone. Stay safe, stay open, and catch you on the next ride. Keep that throttle twisted.